We're going to talk now about the selection of moves and principles and the selection of moves for custom model games. So the key thing to remember here is what should it look like at the end? What's it's for? Well, it's going to be for your own personal training. So it should contain strong ideas and positions that you're likely to see. It should also give you good plans in a variety of positions, not just those exact positions, but in different positions that are similar. It should give you you should have intuitive plans should come to mind in a variety of positions. And then also, if you have a bunch of custom model games, then they should show different ideas. You shouldn't show the same ideas in multiple games. Although obviously there might be some overlap. So that's what a good custom model game is. It's kind of different from the other ones that you have, and it shows good ideas in positions that are likely. So when we're looking at moves for, call it the hero side, the side that you're trying to emulate, they should be strong moves. They should be good moves. You're going to be utilizing the engine a lot for identifying what's a good move. But they should be good moves. You're not trying to learn moves that are not good. But the second thing is that you should reach positions that you like to play. So this is really important. You shouldn't just do what the engine tells you to do if it doesn't make sense to you, if you don't like it. You play chess for fun. You're trying to you want your games to be ones that you enjoy. Further, you want when you're playing through these games that you create, these custom model games, like you want those to be enjoyable. You want it to be something that you want to emulate. So identify the things that you like to play and try to include those types of moves with the caveat that to be strong. I confess that when I was a lot younger, I used to switch the two, priority of these two, reach positions I like to play, even if they were bad moves. But as I've grown older, I've seen the benefit of being able to play a variety of positions. But nevertheless, if you have preferences, you should honor those preferences. They should also adhere to clear plans. That's one of the weaknesses of using an engine is that a lot of times the engine doesn't have long-term planning, just sort of looking at immediate tactics, and you can't do that, right? You can't be a machine when it comes to tactics, and you can do a better job with long-term planning. So you should, when you're choosing moves, make sure that they adhere to clear plans that you understand. And then they should work against a variety of your opponent's plans. So this is, you should try to choose moves that are general purpose because you're not going to be reaching just these individual positions within the games you select. You're going to be you're going to be seeing different positions. You want to make sure that the plans that you've ingested are going to work in as many of those as possible. And then the last is they should perform well in actual games. This is referring to the game databases. So if you're looking at a move and it's played, they're choosing between two different moves, and one of them is doing very well, and the other one is doing very poorly, you're going to favor the one that's doing well because there may be things you can't see in the immediate position that make it easier or harder to be successful ultimately. So you should pay attention to that as well. And then principles for the move collection for the villain side, the opponent side. And that's going to be moves that you're likely to see. That's the single most important thing. You want to make sure that you are trying to get good ideas for positions that are likely. And the second thing is they should be challenging moves. So this principle is that it's easier to find if you know a good plan against a well-played move, then it's easier to find plans against poorly played moves. You can kind of make the analogy. I know what to do against this good move. I'm seeing this other move, and I can tell it's not as good, and I understand why it's not as good because I understand what the right move is. The other converse is harder. If you understand a good move against a bad plan, it can be sometimes hard to generalize to a better move. So you should try to plan against good moves generally because it's going to be easier to adjust if you see a worse move on the board. And the third thing is that they should cover a range of different plans. So similarly, you should, when you're custom model games, across your custom model games, you should have a variety of different opponents' plans that you see so that you have coverage, so you know what to do against a variety of plans. And that's it. Let's jump into actually doing one of these.